Hello everyone and welcome to Crafting with Amy. I'm Amy and we're going to start with this Deco Mesh Christmas tree. I make these every year. This black one is the one I made last year for myself. And these are the supplies that you're going to need. I wanted white. I wanted to do a white one, but Walmart didn't have the white. They only have one roll. So I got two of the striped red, and they only had two of those, so then I got a red. Then you're going to need some pipe cleaners. I ended up not using the ornaments because it just really wouldn't have looked right. And then ribbon for your bow. And I did that because I didn't know if I was going to use that or not. And then this is a witch hat frame from Dollar Tree. And I cut, well, I'll show you where I cut. You're going to need a cutting mat and then one of those measuring thingies. I don't really know what those are called. And you want to start off by just getting the roll squared up. And I cut these at 10 inches. I'm just showing you there where I hadn't decided yet where I was going to cut it. I ended up measuring. But these can be to go on your doors. They can go on a wall. Last year I just had mine on a wreath stand on the floor. And this ended up being a little bit harder to work with than I had anticipated. It's better quality than what Walmart normally has, but because of that white, it was a little bit harder. It was stiffer. But again, you're just going to get a straight edge by cutting the end off to get started. And then you're going to cut at 10 inches. And my mat is 24 inches, so I take a can of like green beans or something and set and cut at 10 and 20. And I don't show it here, but I end up taking the two rows of the red and white checked and putting them on top of each other. You just have to make sure you're, really straight with it, or keep them straight. And then I cut two pieces at a time. It normally takes about 3 rows. So I probably could have gotten by, I don't know. That's why I got the red, because they didn't have any and I wasn't near a Hobby Lobby. I wanted to do a white one. I used to sell these, a lot of them. And once I made the white, everybody wanted the white. And I always wanted a black one, so I made a black one last year. So I'm just lining this up on my cutting mat and cutting at 10 inches. Like I said, if you will take something to hold it down, then you can go on up there and cut at 20 inches. But I would have been out of frame trying to do that. I love that mesh. It's really pretty. They had a black with some white in it, and I liked that one. So now I've cut all of the red and white. That's the can of green beans. But you can, like I did, I put them together and cut 2 rows at the same time. And then I cut all the red. And it's pretty thick too, but it had a place in it there. I ended up not using that because it was a bad place in it. So now I'm going to cut with my mighty muscles. And I don't know, I think you could possibly take that brim of that hat and bend it backwards and it act like a stand if you wanted it to stand. I just cut them off. This is I was able to get, I think, 2 witch hat frames this year. I haven't been able to get them for a while. But you can make them with dowel rods. That's what I did last year in my video. Because I didn't have a witch hat frame. You can get tree frames from different places. But these are about 4 inches. These bars or whatever you want to call it. They're about 4 inches apart, and that's where I want them. And now I'm going to start making the folds. And I saw this on Michelle Smith Creations on how to make this fold. I've never used this type of mesh though. So it does make it a little bit harder. It's better mesh than they've had before, but it's harder to fold. So I would recommend a solid color or something. I love that because I think it's so pretty. So you just take it and you're going to go from that end to that end. And because it's mesh, it's hard to get it to stay like you want it. And then you fold it over that way. And then you fold it over that way. And then you just want to grab it, kind of pinch it together and put your pipe cleaner. And it's best to twist the mesh but once you get them on the tree, they kind of, you know, push up against each other. So you're going to go that corner to that corner. It's just stiffer where that white is. Because I didn't have that problem with the red, the solid. Flip it over that way. And I think it kind of looks like a spaceship there or something, rocket. And you can make all of these up and set them aside. I've done that before. But with this one, I made some and then I put them on, and then just for space purposes. And then you want to take it, put it right there at that corner. I'm trying to get the pipe cleaner to open up. And then give it several good twists. And like I said, once you get them on there, and they'll be tighter together, they lay better. And then you want to cut them with the pipe, or cut the pipe cleaners. And then I always take them and push them down, because you don't want to cut the pipe cleaners too close. See, they're wanting to kind of fly out there. But it will be okay. And there I've put, I don't know how many I've put. And here I wanted to show you, because since I'm having to use some red, excuse me, you want to go about halfway up that bracket, or whatever it's called, wire, and on your next rung, and put one so it kind of follows the shape of a tree. And I was really twisting that pipe cleaner, and it wasn't even on the wire. Yep. So now I have to untwist it. Oh well. And then for this row, because I used the red, I just start alternating the checked with the red. And that stuff, see, it's sticking. It will stick to everything. So I've already put one there. And then I'll alternate the red with the checked. And now I'm up to the next rung. And I've put the two out to the side. And I'll do the exact same thing for that one. And when I get up to the very top, I thought I showed that because after the top wire going across, I go ahead and put two going out like those red ones are on the edge. To fill in. And then this, I didn't even know this ribbon was like this because it was all rolled up. And I've got my easy bow maker, and I don't know how long I make the tail. I usually make the tails on these pretty long, but I have to twist it because only one side is the good side, and I go over 5 inches. I end up taking it off that spool. I don't know why I even put it on that spool. And then I go over 5 inches there. And I do 3 loops, I think, on each side. But I have to twist it each time. I love this easy bow maker. I used to make my bows by hand, but that's just not, I can't do that anymore. I know there are other bow makers, but for my purposes, this one's perfect. And I think I should have it flipped around because I'm right-handed. I don't know why I'm doing it that way. But I like big bows. That's why the smaller bows on the smaller projects that I do, they're kind of hard for me to do. I usually do them off camera because it takes me forever to do a little bitty bow. And then I take some to make the however big you want the middle of your bow to be, that little loop, and cut the tail. But I determine the size of the tail once I get it on the tree. And get it fluffed up. But then I fluff it more after I get it on the tree. Because you just can't fluff a bow enough, in my opinion. And I just attached it to the tree with the pipe cleaner. And I hope you all enjoyed this and was able to get some ideas from it. And for the next DIY, this is just it's a candy cane. The candy cane frames that they have at Dollar Tree. I still don't have one of these for my own. And that is ribbon from Hobby Lobby. And that's ribbon from Hobby Lobby. And those picks, I know the cream color came from Hobby Lobby, and I'm not sure about the red. But this one is super easy. And I have one that I've covered in white yarn that I thought about adding to this, showing you to do one with the white yarn. I've already made it, but I haven't put anything on it. So I'm just starting with this ribbon, and I'll leave some at the bottom because at the end I will fold it under and glue it. And you want to keep this pretty taut as you go around. And I overlap it because you can see through that ribbon. But I'm going to tell you, their ribbon is very good quality, and when it's on sale 50% off, you just can't beat it. You get a whole lot more, and they have a really nice selection of ribbon. I didn't even look when I went to Hobby Lobby at the ribbon because I do have a lot of Christmas ribbon. And I kind of go, you know, at an angle. I don't really know how to describe it. But when you get up there in the bend, it will want to bunch up on you, so you have to be careful there. I just realized I don't have one of these myself. I used to sell them, and the Christmas trees and other crafts, but I made so many of them, I never made one for myself. Right there, you got to be careful, and it won't, or at least I can't. I haven't been able to get it perfect. With yarn, you won't notice it. But with any type of fabric like this or ribbon, it's going to do a little bit of that. And now I've finished it, and I'm going to take some glue, hot glue, and glue that fabric in the middle down at the bottom. Or your ribbon, not fabric. Well, I guess it is fabric. This is my third attempt at a voiceover today. I was doing it, and then someone knocked at the door. And then I had to go vote. And then got home from that and had to do cook supper, finish cooking supper. And I wanted to get this uploaded today, but that's not going to happen because I've already started some other items, some other DIYs, because I wanted to do another video. And now I'm just folding it over and gluing it. On the ends. And then I'll make another bow with my easy bow maker. There's another bow maker called Pro Bow the Hand that a lot of people like. I don't think it wouldn't just justify for me, you know, if I were making these like I used to, a whole lot of them, then it would justify it. I think they're more pricey, and they kind of look a little intimidating to me, but a lot of people like it. But this easy bow maker, I really like. Always gonna have my headphones on. I'm one of those people, you start talking and I finish what you're saying, or with some song lyrics. Or I can find some song lyrics that's gonna go with what you're saying, because I've got like a bazillion in my head. It's supposed to get really cold here. It's been warm. And I think it was December 14th last year that we had that really bad tornado that came through. So I pray nothing like that happens again. And I don't know why I have that thing. I think I need to turn it. For this one, I put wire down, because I'm going to need it to go around that frame and be tight. I like big bows, and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't. Oh. See, I've got that backwards or something, I think. I don't know. But on this one, I think I'm going 4 inches. Yeah. And it has markers. Don't know how long I made the tail. I never measure it. But it has inch markers. I think the whole length of it is 12 inches. And I did 3 on each side of that one also. And now that's the little, I don't know what you call that thing, the little center thingy. And I'll just get it started with my hands, and then I have to get the pliers. Because I have to get it tight. I hope I don't lose my voice. But I keep feeling like it's gonna happen. Excuse me. And it has to be really tight there. So now that's attached, and all I have to do is put the picks on. I love that ribbon. I think I'm going to get me one of those Spider-Man muscle costumes or something and see if it helps. And I just hot glue this down, this and the other one down in there. I think I put the other one. Yes, I put the other one too. So we went from really cold, then it warmed up again, and now it's going to get cold again. I think that came from Hobby Lobby also, but I won't swear to that. But these are like neat gift ideas, or if you sell crafts. I know at least they used to sell really well. And so that is that finished. And I hope you all enjoyed the video. Like I said, I've already started another one. I'm working on some other items, and if you're new here, I want to welcome you. And if you're a returning subscriber, I really do appreciate you all. And that is my TikTok and Instagram. And thank you all for watching, and you all have a good day. See you next time.